All right, Quincy, so here's this last swing with the driver that, again, the ball flight was quite nice, and, again, kind of enjoyably for me. I thought you killed it, and you said, well, I missed it a little bit, so that was kind of fun, even though it went out there a long way. So, again, and this is great, girl, that you could pick this out, again, just by looking at the video real carefully. And like I said, it was real picky. You see more of this white stripe on your left sleeve on the old gold one, which is not as much as what we like here over on the right, where you don't see that white stuff on your sleeve at all, hardly there, because, again, even though both of them, your right leg went outside that line a little bit, and your back, yeah, there's just a little sense here where your back is not leaned away quite as much. You're on the old gold one, you know. There's just, I mean, there's hardly any difference, but it is just leaned that way in the bad way, a little bit more. But yeah, the little telltale sign is that what I was seeing, you were seeing the same thing. That little bit of white on your sleeve wasn't there. And so that is very good looking there on the right. And then from down the line, this is how it looked on this swing you just made, the same swing I'm just showing you. This is the new blue versus the old gold on the backswing. And all the times I've said to you the backswing doesn't really matter, that was in the past. For you now, since you've gotten a good feel for the downswing for about 6-8 months, I'm going to say now the backswing does matter more for you. That now I'm really going to want you to be good with the backswing like we're seeing here today. When you're good with the backswing, like you are here, compared to where you started today, it really does make the downswing easier for you. Much, much better on the new blue on our right. Even though both of the downswings look pretty good, you hit the ball a lot better here when you got the backswing better. And like you said, the last few weeks it felt a little more inconsistent when you're taking it way far out there. And then also here, the irons, yep, compared to the first iron we saw today, obviously look a lot better on the backswing. Much better there on the new blue on our right than this where you started today. Again, even though both downswings looked about the same, the timing was much easier for you on the downswing when you had the better backswing over here on our right. And then also, when we look back to the last swing from a month ago, or actually this was the first swing from our lesson from a month ago. That's right where it was on that backswing. So it definitely looks different today starting out compared to where it was. And that was even the first swing in our last lesson before we started working on anything. There's the good stuff right there. And again, see your hands at this point are right there between the camera and your shoulder, whereas here your hands are between the camera and your head today. So that is great. And the face on angle kept looking good. So yeah, you just don't, and you still have the same good drop with your hands there. You just don't have as far to go. There you go. You just don't have as far to go to get there when you have the backswing better. Thanks, buddy. See you tomorrow morning, bud. So yeah, that looks a lot like it did last month. That's kind of nice. Instead of pulling up the tour players, I pull you up. Isn't that nice? To have the good example, right? To have the good example. So, and from the face on angle, both of them look good. It just looked all the better when you did the better backswing from down the line. Your shoulder got better and you got leaned away a little more. And that's beautiful. Again, I'm very happy for you that you picked that out by looking at it real closely. Any other thoughts or questions there, or things? I'm not missing anything, am I there? That we talked about? Yes, I like that a lot.
This is Joel Suggs. I sure enjoyed meeting you down at the Cincinnati Golf Show this weekend and showing you your swing on the 2D equipment that I have. And so I want to take about 2 to 3 minutes to just show you around Meadowlinks. This is the studio I use in the winter for all my students. You see there's the down-the-line camera angle for our 2D equipment, and then we have the face-on camera angle also, and then what we also have here is 3D equipment to where I can show you your swing from 6 different camera angles with this 3D equipment, and we can get your swing from down to the 1/120th of a second in terms of exactly what your hips, shoulders, and hands are doing in the swing. And then also, I have the most realistic hitting curve I've ever seen from puttersedge.com. So when you hit your full shots, it feels as realistic as possible. And then I have 3 different green speeds for you to practice your putting. 9.5 on the step meter, 10.5 on the step meter, and 12.5 on the step meter. That's benefited my students tremendously. And then also I have a lot of learning aids like this Smart Stick. You can see the rest of those learning aids over here in my bag that we can work on to help you learn the certain fields in your golf swing that you and I both want. And then also I help my students a lot with their equipment through the winter. This is a frequency analyzer where we twang your club and it gives us a reading here. And then also we plot your whole set, each club on these lines to see if the set is really matched or not. Quite often they aren't, and it helps my students tremendously when they find out what clubs are the offending clubs. Then if we get tired of being indoors and we want to go outdoors and hit some, we can do that. It's my daughter. Ellie, good to see you. I haven't seen her in weeks. No wonder you've been gone, Ellie. You've been out here playing in the snow all this time. But this is our natural turf area. This is closed until April, as you can see. But it's a fantastic area where we can step outside and hit some balls and get some real ball flight. Or, if we get pretty satisfied that things are looking better on the video here, we're kind of cooped up inside and want to go outside, we can step on out and hit balls and see real ball flight for about 5 or 10 or 15 minutes, however long you and I can stand the cold, out into the air, and we see them land at these different flags. I have a yardage book for this driving range. It's the first one I've ever seen in my life where we know exactly what it is for the front, back, and middle of each green. And again, the covered area here is heated, so we stay out there for about 5, 10, 15 minutes, like I said. It enables us to see some ball flight, and then we get satisfied that things are looking the way we want, and we can come back inside, take off our coat, and look again at the video equipment to see how your swing's looking, to make sure that you understand it. And then notice too, my exercise ball up top here, and then also, so I help my students a lot with their fitness through the winter, and then I will help you also with your sports psychology, with your golf psychology from the golfpsych.com people down in Texas. That's helped my students tremendously a lot over the years too. So again, I sure enjoyed meeting you down at the Cincinnati Golf Show this weekend. I look forward to seeing you again out here this summer at Meadowlinks, or even right now in the winter. I have a lot of people that work on their games with me right through the winter. Check out more information about the things I do to help you at joelsuggs.com. Take care.